Right, so I have returned once again today to actually deliver a stream of JoJo Part 8, Jojolion. I was gonna say Lion just then. I was gonna do it. Second time today I actually got Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. God damn it. My brain was like, say Lion, do it, say Lion. I was like, no bro, I ain't saying Lion at all. So anyway, yes, actually have returned to actually cover Jojolion. It's been quite a while to actually cover this manga. I actually have zero idea why. I think because at one point it took a break and I actually completely forgot. And I was like, when's it come back? And I looked, and I was like, holy shit. Konbanwa, Genki Desu. I was like, holy shit, a lot's come out since I actually kind of passed out. Didn't remember. So yeah, apparently it's ending next month. Supposedly. Like, apparently 108, like, seals the deal that it's ending. I was like, really? What happens in, like, 4 chapters? What happened in 4 months that I passed out? Like, it's like the meme, walking in, the whole entire house on fire. It's like, what happened? Did I miss something? Glad he did, but you know what I mean. So yeah, today we're actually probably going to cover up to at least, I think, 106, if we get enough time, 107 as well, and actually do 108 as its own stream. Because I know it's pretty massive, apparently, that chapter. So anyway, it's actually put on, it's actually gone live? Remember last time we left off last? I do remember Toru and Yashahiro were kind of having a vibe off. That was happening. Joshi became a dick. I was like, Joshi, I was rooting for you, and actually now you're a dick. What else happened? Ramazuki Rai still dying, if I remember. The whole, like, magical things happening with Josuke as well. Magical thing. You know what I mean. That thing. Golden ratio, I think, if I remember correctly. And I think that's it. Apparently half of the Higashigata family's dead, supposedly. Apparently according to Toru, which I'm just like, I don't know. Don't know if I vibe with that. So it's actually put on, it's actually gone live. Let's go to Twitter. Gone live for some Jojolion catch up. So yeah, I do apologize actually not being here for quite a while. I have a terrible. Thank you so much. It looks terrible. My hair looks terrible today. But thank you though. Thank you. So I actually was quite a while gone with this manga. I actually had zero idea. I even like just forgot. I have like a bad memory when it comes to manga, like terrible memory. Anyway, it's actually been 103. God damn it! There we go. Actually, it's called Endless Calamity Part 9. So the bubbles are lines and they spin. They do be spinning though. That's the major thing. They do be spinning. Up in the sky, far from the fierce battle. On this day, 10,000 meters above ground, flight. Which had departed from New Chitose Airport, was approaching the Kitakami River and slowly beginning to decline in altitude. Following the usual flight procedure, it turned towards the S Airport runway and made its final approach to land, coming in from the seaside of Morio Pier. It was perhaps a result of a Siberian high from 2 days prior, perhaps because of the high level of PM 2.5 atmospheric particulate matter. God damn it, Araki, calm down with the fucking science. My brain's not that smart anymore. Or perhaps because of the inspection standards from the time-related deterioration of the airframe equipment were a bit less strict than they should have been. But as the airframe began to drop in altitude, in order to prepare for landing, due to the cold weather and change in air pressure from some of the piping close to the outside of the plane that was chilled in the high altitude, high pressure air began to leak, and that caused the lock of the panel for the evacuation slide to come undone. Oh no, that's bad. I think. The evacuation slide panel, 147 centimeters by 60 centimeters by 30 centimeters, with a weight of approximately 3 kilograms. In the last year, there have been 542 reports of parts missing from domestic aircrafts, and among them, 3 were above the weight of 1 kilogram. That is actually very true. There is actually reports that, was it actually insane? Because I heard the entirety of Twitter melt down yesterday because of the chapter. I was like, holy shit, I've got to catch up. I'm glad to see Araki's back on the insane game. It's been a while. It's been like a good chunk of time to actually have seen Araki like lose his mind and actually like a chapter that makes you go, what the fuck, Araki? What's going on here, my dude? So I can't wait. Oh, that was a stunning experience, but it's kind of true though. Apparently, you actually do see like debris from planes just come off randomly. There's been reports of it over here for sometimes. I've heard about it. Look below you, the New York pot. Huh? Oh! Josh, you dick. I had faith. My faith was in this man. I was like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna be the good boy of JoJo Part 8. And alas, I was actually mistaken. It do be the dude. It's the man himself. I was told, technically speaking, but you know, it's head doctor who's 89 years old apparently. The calamity will come. You can't say I didn't warn you. The order has shifted to you dying next. Joke's on you, I can't die. My daughter is Kay. Yeah, Kay came back as well. It's one thing I forgot to actually mention. The Rocket Club lab is hidden in the gynecology, that's the word, gynecology department, 40A2 room. Nijima-san, God damn it. Nijima-san, everyone here at the Higashikata house is being attacked by a stand. I need to let Josuke know. I know who the stand user is. If we can let Josuke know, we can win. I'm heading that way right now. I'm inside the TGMSC hospital. There's a room where the Rokuka are hidden. That's where Josuke is. The Rokuka lab. That's where Josuke is. Then Nijimura-san, there's something I need to tell you. If you're heading to where Josuke is, there's going to be an enemy there. You'll be attacked by the calamity too. If you go there, it means you also enter into this extremely dangerous flow of disaster. There do be a lot of flows in this manga. It do be flowing. Yes, I'm already aware of all of that. He is half of Kira Yoshikage. It's been a massive amount of times I've actually seen that name mentioned. My older brother. My mother was already in the process of helping him inside his hospital. Mamizuku-san, he's dying. I want and only Joburo's dying. Well, let's count Yashiho's a Joburo as well, technically speaking. So, are you going to approach Josuke? Approach me. The soft and wet lines are spinning. No. From the start, they're making you approach me. He's like, wait, what? That's illegal. Josuke is so fucking cool. Like, he's just like, he oozes the cool of a JoJo main character. Like, even more so than Johnny or say John or say anyone before that point, or even Jolene actually. I don't know. He's got that cool about him. He's like, man, that man's fucking cool. Can't explain it, but he's just kind of cool. Stop that, Josuke. Even if I do obtain a new Hokuka, that is a healing item which is incredibly important to the medical world. A single test tube is worth over 200 million yen. Bruh. Can't bring the monetary gain into it, alright? They've already been reserved for first-class athletes across the world that are worried about injury. There we go, technology that the world needs. Yeah? Well, I guess I've got these sneakers at the outlet for 7,980 yen. Oh, the sass. The sass his man has. First, I'll destroy all of these Rokuka. And I doubt you've got any hidden anywhere else. But if you do, I'll find them and destroy them too. The sass. Man is sass. Everyone's be like, mans be sus. Nah, mans be sass. So, you want me to approach you? Before that, allow me to tell you something that is indestructible fact. Hiroshi Yashiho is currently at the Higashikata estate. Do you already have time to be doing such things? Very shortly, she will die. She's next in order to flow a calamity. Ora! He's like, wait a minute, hold up, I've got this, don't worry. Man's be taken back. He's like, holy shit, I didn't expect that. God. I do hope you understand your position. If you don't pursue me, nothing will have happened. Look at what your actions brought. The fragments of the test tubes ricocheted back at you. I gave the same warning to Hirose Yashoho, and that includes what you did just now. If you were to touch something that I had touched, one review, the flow of calamity will attack you. The same goes for Mizuku Rai. Mizuku Rai is dying, bro. He's just like, fuck you, in the corner. Oh man. As well as the next one to die, Hirose Yashoho, Hiyashikata Mitsuma. All you had to do was not pursue me and you would have continued on safely and happily. Can you not even do that? Ora! I do actually really like what they're doing with this part now, because it is that whole entire idea that essentially every single part has to lead to the main antagonist actually find the main protagonist. And a lot of the times you don't really kind of ever think about the logistics behind why they're doing all these things. And now when it's actually kind of put in perspective that his actions are causing all this to happen, it's actually kind of interesting. It's one of the more kind of cooler things this part's doing. It's kind of saying you are the true enemy here because you're pursuing me, causing all these things to happen. It's kind of cool. I like it. It kind of spins, pardon the pun, the entirety of like what JoJo means, because you always are waiting for like when the protagonist actually fights the antagonist. But here you're kind of like, wait a minute, I don't know about this one. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's actually probably the coolest like end arc of a JoJo part. Besides, I think part 6. Ah, the soap bubbles. Ugh. Well, Josuke's not in a good spot. Oh, God. Ah, it's fine. He's a JoJo character. He can stand like losing half his bloodstream at this point. Shout out to Giorno and everyone else like pre-part 7. Everyone's like, yeah, by the way, blood, I don't need that. Ah, that's it, Josuke. Just like that. That's just fine, isn't it? I do admit the mans do have swag though. Like head doctor Toru question mark. He's got swag. He's got JoJo swag. Oh shit. Is that someone just burst on through in a motorbike? That's Bornus Way. Holy shit, Bornus Way's back. What the fuck? Yo! Nijimura K. Did you just attack me? I guess you can't account for like you know random shit happening. Unthinkable. This can't be. Toru's kind of like, what the fuck? That's illegal. You can't do that. I can't like not know you're attacking me. That's against the law. What the fuck, man? Oh man, that was quite the experience. 104. If I remember correctly, the actual opening shot is an album cover. If I remember correctly, am I wrong? I sometimes he actually does album cover references. Same thing with Noda with Gono Kamui. It might be. I might be wrong. It's unheard of Calamity's approach. 104 Endless Calamity Part 10. This is a long ass arc. What is a true entity of divisible soap bubbles? Ora ora! Ah! Josuke, your soft and wet soap bubbles have something about them that even you haven't realized. It's because of spinning lines that they form spherical soap bubbles, and within that there are things you cannot see. I guess one of those things was a fucking motorbike. I still love that a motorbike just came bursting through. This cannot be. This world follows an interconnected chain of logic, regardless of what type of stand ability you have. To overcome that chain of logic, and I launched an attack that touched me as simply. I love how he's kind of like, well, joke's on you, it's JoJo. Logic doesn't exist in this manga. Josuke. I have a K is actually not an important part of this whole entire manga. I'm so happy. She kind of just MIA'd for half the entire series. She kind of just went, you know what, peace out, and came back. The act of pursuing me is certain to become a severe disaster. It's sent back to the attacker. And it's because the flow of calamity is the flow of reason. The logic of this world is linked together in a continuous chain. To overcome that and reach me is not possible. I came here to give you this. Ugh. Oh shit! She got no. She lost an eye. Does she need 2 eyes? Do you need 2 eyes? Nijimura K. It's Jojolion. Everyone's fucking dying. everyone. She kind of just come back to kind of give us an important bit of plot, and then fucking die, or partially die. Death is about a mere concept in JoJo at this point. It's absolutely not possible. Overcoming the flow of calamity of wonder of years simply cannot happen. But if something that does not exist in this world does exist somewhere, if there perhaps exists something that is not affected by the logic of this world. Aliens. They're spinning. You say, the soap bubbles. Could it be? Ah! Jojolion's so fucking cool as well. Ah! It's like, Toru's like, well shit, I guess I've been found out. Absolutely bamboozled. Josuke! Jojolion. That attack from the head doctor, I know who the user is. It's Toru-kun. In the mountains behind the Higashikata mansion right now. He's right in front of me as we speak. The user who attacked the Higashikata family with calamities was Toru-kun too. He's been near me since a long time ago. For over 10 years he's been hanging around somewhere close to me. As a high school student, at a camp I attended, as a college student, and then working part-time at the hospital. He impersonated the doctor deposed at the TGMST hospital head doctor. So he's not 89 years old? What the fuck? I've been had. Head doctor and the enemy stand are one of the same. He's been keeping that charade up for charade, if you're actually English about it. Charade. For a long time now. Toru? If we kill the user, then these calamities will end. Well, that's what you hope. That's what we hope indeed. As for eliminating Josuke, I'm calling it off. Josuke has been quite a nuisance to me. He may even be a threat. I'd very much like to finish him off right now, but I'm giving up on him. The flow of calamity will continue uninterrupted by my stand. The flow of calamity will continue uninterrupted. My stand is leaving. It's intuition. I can't quite say what it is, but I sense danger is getting involved with him right now. What really matters is making sure I get my hands on that Uraka. I will collect just one part, and then I will vanish from the place and from the TG University. Safety first, and that is my goal after all. Jojolion, give me that Uraka to me. Don't get any closer to that part. I'm taking it into my possession. Josuke, run! He left the room. Huh? Momozuki rises on the floor like, it's fine, leave me. It's just fucking dying on the floor. Oh man. Josuke, listen. The head doctor is attempting to leave the room right now, and there's a reason for that. He feels a sense of danger coming from you. It's because he understood what's going on, that the head doctor is hiding himself. It's because of those invisible things of yours. All that's there is the spin. You haven't realized it yourself. Some of those soap bubbles, use them to defeat him. Imagine being like defeated by soap. Imagine being the one guy who died via soap. Control. Even if there are invisible things, I can't control them. And if I pursue the head doctor even for an instant, more effects of calamity will appear. For Jojolion and for the members of the Higashikata family. The lines are spinning. It's because they don't exist in this world that they can surpass it. They can surpass his ability, I'm sure of it. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right now, the head doctor is fleeing to take shelter from you. Just what is going to happen to me, Toru-kun? Calamities make no distinctions between right and wrong, even if I don't honestly know what's going to happen to you. But the one thing that is certain is that very soon you will die. Now, so that the new Hokuka doesn't get swept up in your calamity. And that's pretty important. You need to give it to me. Please. Hey, who the hell even are you? What hole did you crawl out of? And what do you think you're doing upsetting Jojolion like that? Joshua Redemption Arc? Holy shit, boy! We're getting it all this chapter. Also, where'd you get off talking to Jojolion all casual like that? Anybody talks like that to Jojolion is my enemy. You just sit down. Why don't you take a nap or just sit there bewildered in silence? And most of all, you better not be getting any ideas of coming towards me. That means I'm going to kill you, goddamn asshole. I mean, still kind of a dick, but redemption arc is still there. What is that? It looks like something huge is falling from the sky. Jojolion, looks like that's it. Now give me the new Hokuka. Get away from that pot right now. You get away, you asshole! Don't you dare lay your grimy paws on Jojolion. Oh shit, he lost fingers. Holy shit, boy. Yeah! Joshu! And then Toru's kind of like, I'll be taking that. Farewell, Jojolion. After everything ends, all will remain. All dreams and memories. Josuke! You just took the new Hokuka. And something is falling from the sky and heading right towards me. Josuke, he's getting away. You have to take him down. Your only choice is to pursue the head doctor. Man, imagine like JoJo fans hearing the word pursuing after this whole entire part. Oh man. Still, imagine getting killed by soap. That's like gotta be, it's gotta be a massive L, my dude. Jojolion, wait right here. Stay on the phone. I'll take him down right here. Just kind of waiting for the elevator. Why didn't he take the stairs? Can he take the stairs? Can he walk down a pair of stairs? That's the real question. There are things you can't see, Josuke. They're different from the visible soap bubbles at your fingertips. There's something that doesn't exist in this world, but the fact that they don't exist means that they go beyond reason. They can even overcome a curse that can break the Hashigata family's curse and the Holy Sun's curse too. It's no use, Josuke. For me, this is simply an evacuation drill. Who would have thought a disaster would have an evacuation drill? This is goodbye. That birthmark it's coming from there. Oh shit. Oh shit. Holy shit, it's happening. Something's happening. Right, 105. Right, let's change the actual episode title. It do be going down in JoJo now, it's for damn sure. It do be going down. Everything began on that day with the equivalent exchange. 105 invisible soap bubbles. Holy shit, new arc! Feeling like what, 10 months? Maybe a little bit longer, I think. As Jojolion and Josuke are surrounded by calamities, is the key to escaping all this dilemma the invisible soap bubbles? Soap. It's gotta be the key, bro. The one who would save you, the one who would live is you, not me. There's a new Hokuka growing on the branch with equivalent exchange. Please save Holly-san. Eat it, break the curse. I will look up at the new sky. It's the birthmark. Josuke, your soft soap bubble, soft and wet, is fused with Kiryoshikage's explosive ability. That makes sense. Among them are things that cannot be seen. Those soap bubbles are spinning in lines that are so thin they're infinitely close to zero. Something that does not exist in this world. If you can't see them and they don't exist, then you probably can't control them either. The only thing that's there is the explosive spin. But because of that, they can cross through anything. They can even go through walls. All right, that's pretty kick-ass, I must say. Right now, they're coming from that star birthmark of yours. They can transcend the logic of the calamities. Josuke! Kind of love how Rocky's like, you know what? All of it's happening. I'm like, holy shit, okay. Like, you thought soap bubbles were kind of like just MIA'd for a long while? Joke's on you. I'm like, well, alright. Oh god. Obladi, oblada. Safety first. I felt it. Something came out of my shoulder just now. I'm sure of it. Josuke! It's a really dangerous lift, to be honest. Another? Do you honestly intend to fire a second shot? Like I said, obladi, oblada. This is the name of the rock insect. A second rock insect. It's a part of my evacuation drill. That last attack caused it to be propelled towards you. Technically speaking, it's not an insect. It lacks joint legs or body separated into 3 segments. It lives on dry sloped land like cliffs and targets all sorts of animals from above and below. Visually, it mimics the appearance of a footprint. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. That'd be the worst JoJo in the world. I'd be like, that's pretty fucking cool. I must admit. I might be dying, but that's pretty cool. Obladi oblada. What's most important is that you're safe. As long as you do not pursue me and attack me again. Gah. Ah. Josuke. Want to try firing a second shot? No, I doubt you can even attack me anymore, can you? So joke's on you. I will try something. Gah. Well, this ain't going so well now, actually. Ah! It's headed straight for me. Huh? Ah! Who would have thought the most dangerous character in all of JoJo was a fucking bit of debris from an aeroplane? It's Jojolion. I'll protect you. I mean, Josh, you were being a dick about what 3 chapters ago as well. We don't forget that part, Josh. You. It's Jojolion. Get out of here. Have Paisley Park go back to where you are. You gotta protect yourself from that calamity attack. Go back to Higashikata Estate. Gah. I went into the circuitry and stopped the elevator. Elevator, not elevator. I went really British just then. I went to let that door close. Fire, Josuke. One more shot, go. Josuke, shoot him. He's got to do the pew pew. He's got to do it. He's got to do the pew pew. Do he be doing the pew pew though? Bruh. That's what he thinks. It's like he's safe. He thinks he's pretty cool right now. He thinks he's good. My words. It probably won't be good. Let's be real. Josuke! Nah, he's fine. He's fine. Ah! Josh is kind of like, oh fuck. Oh no. Thought he'd be kind of vibing though. I think we'll reach him, except for a miracle. Actually, this is when it went on hiatus, I see. Alright, this is when I remember it being on hiatus for a little while. I was like, I swear it was on hiatus. It was. Now we're actually on hiatus mode. So, 106. Let's go. So, what's going down in this chapter? I wonder. The battle over the rocket curve reaches the climax. 106 go beyond. Ooh. The rock human Toru has finally gotten his hands on the new rocket car. With his victory seemingly assured, an invisible bubble approaches. Just a long bubble, just go poof. What do you what do you say if you actually just kind of walks on past and see a dude just covered in what appears to be massive like rock bugs? What do? You just kind of go, shit, man, that's some serious shit right there, or just go, what the fuck is happening? Josuke! What? Boy. He just got bamboozled, literally. Man's got fucking man's got like Goku at the end of like the arc with Raditz. You know when he goes to Piccolo like shoot through me and shoot Raditz at the exact same time? Happened to told you just now. Fuck's sake, man, he's got a hole in him. He's a hole boy now. Well, that was Christ averted, literally. I mean, the house is basically destroyed though, so that's a problem. Ah, it didn't hit me. I was spared from the calamity. Josuke! He's just kind of like, fuck. Josuke's been through some shit this manga, I must admit. Head doctor, sir, is something wrong? It appears I've got a hole in me. Ow! What's going on? Josuke, I know this is something you did, but what was it? It's called being a JoJo character. Yashahou-chan. Can you hear me, Yashahou-chan? Yashahou state. The youth Toru, is he still there? Josuke! The thing you just saw, it's this thing that sort of comes out of my left shoulder. I can't control it or aim at things with it, but it has invisible spin. That invisible thing went through the cell phone along with Paisley Park to where you are, went beyond the calamity energy and made it to the stand user Toru. I always will wonder how the fuck does Araki come up with half of this shit? It's like, yeah, by the way, soap bubbles invisible shit, go through phone, it hit bad guy, boom, it's over. It's like, alright. In that order. Alright, I get it. It's all thanks to you being there. I was only able to send that invisible spin from my left shoulder there by taking the path back created by Paisley Park. Paisley Park? Is Toru still there? He's fucking dying. He won't be moving anytime soon. Josuke, yes he is. He's injured and he collapsed on the ground. He was sent flying, but he's still right in front of me. Is he alive? Huh? Is he moving? Huh? Yes. He's alive. He's on the ground and he's injured, but I can't tell how much damage he's taken exactly. Okay, I'm going to shoot one more at him. Don't let him get away. We need to finish him off. Right, so who's going to be the bad guy at the end of this all then? Considering Toru's basically just dead. Dead, question mark, at this point. Gah. You need to let me send this finishing blow to Toru. He's source of the logic. I need to point the screen of cell phone that you're holding at him. One more time. Get away? Yashahou-chan. Josuke, you've got the wrong idea. He's not trying to run away. He's got an awful wound on his left side. He's bleeding out from the hole you made from your attack. But he's walking. He got up and he's walking this way. Toru-kun is moving straight towards me. Ah, fuck, man. That's a bad vibe. The new Rokuka. There were 2 fruits on the branch of the potted plant before, and he ate one of them. One of small, but the small other one was still on the branch. It was still small, but he was eating it right now. He's walking towards me. He must be trying to use the equivalent exchange to heal his wounds. An equivalent exchange with me. He's trying to touch me. Yashahou-chan, listen. In order for me to hit him with another attack, I need your Paisley Park. Paisley Park can bring my invisible spin through the cell phone to your end. I can't aim it or control it. Unless a spin is attached to the Paisley Park, there's no way to transcend the logic of calamities. There's so much shit happening in this part. My brain is literally fried. He started running. Oh, don't you dare come near my Yashahou-chan. You shit-eating bitch, take this. Gah. He tried. He tried. I need Paisley Park's route. Kind of convenient place for ambulance, to be honest. Point it at him. I need you to point your cell phone screen at Toru. Ah. Uh-oh. It's kind of like, well, shit. Well, fuck. Well, shit, fuck. Eat this. Soft and wet, go beyond. That soap bubble does not exist anywhere. Ah, he's fucking cool. I love him. Gonna miss Toru though. I like Toru. He's kind of cool. It worked, Josuke. Is he dead though? But he's still... Ah! Kato-san? Yo! The mother that cut the family, Kato, she once committed murder because she loved her family, but she's still an enemy or an ally. Everyone's coming back! Holy shit! What's going on? Everyone's coming back! Right, 107. Before I do this chapter, end the stream, I'll go for what? Maybe a little bit of a break and then cover 108, and then we'll be caught up. Araki was like, you thought I forgot? Bitch, I don't forget at all. Oh man, Araki's like, Araki do be God though. He do be the God man. At this point, I expect the G-Man to turn up from Half-Life at this point. That's for damn sure. The G-Man actually could turn up. I would be like, makes sense. Grandmother. Shot by Josuke's soap bubbles, Toru has been left in a desperate state. But the grandmother of the Higashikata family, Higashikata Kato, appeared on the scene. 107 Higashikata Kato's attack. Having overcome the calamity soft and wet, has pierced the head doctor. Soft and wet. Go beyond. Kato just came back, just like, yo, what's up? I'm here. I'm like, what? Kay came back. Everyone came back. Kato-san? Inca no mezame potatoes. You can peel and cut that variety of potatoes. If you deep fry them straight into cooking oil without any batter, you don't boil the Inca no mezames once the deep frying is done. You toss them into a stew. That is a recipe I use for when I make cream stew. Alright. Alright. I've been living in an apartment I rented nearby, so I bought a full pot of Korean stew I made over. It was my son's favourite. Yesterday Jobin told me he'd really like to have some again. Kato-san, don't go near him! His name is Toru. He's trying to touch his hand to you. You can't let him touch any part of your body. There's a fruit called a Nuraka, and he just ate one of them. Anyone who eats one will undergo an equivalent exchange. The first one they touch and it's fully healed. With the first one they touch and it's fully healed and any illness or wounds. He's trying to do an equivalent exchange to heal his injuries. Mama? So much shit is happening. Holy fuck. Mama, Mum, when did you get here? My point exactly. You kids, stay there. Don't come over here. I just want to be with Jobin. Oh, we actually might get confirmation whether or not Jobin's alive. I want to be on my son's side. He'll be lonely if he's alone. Kato-san, get away. Don't go near him. He's already lost. If you leave him alone, he'll just die. It'll be over. If you don't do anything, he's finished. There's nothing left he can do. Ugh. He's a rock human and a stand user. I understand how you feel, Kato-san, but you need to get away from him. Atop the coastal cliffs. There's a rock atop some other rocks. Kato-san. There is so much shit happening. What that rock witnesses is only dreams and memories. Memories of the landscape from those scenic cliffs. Clear skies, rainbows, after storms mist, the beacons of lighthouses, migratory birds and gulls, glenia plants. Only those dreams remain. That which remains will when it ends. Defeat or victory means nothing to that rock atop those cliffs. But what about the dreams and memories of all of you? Your precious eldest son is laying there in the hallway covered in blood, dead, without his desires ever coming true. What do you all have left in the end of the dreams and memories of your family? Are those space trucking? There's my stand name, my card abilities. No, don't attack him. He's luring you over on purpose. He's using your anger and sadness to get to his advantage. Don't fall for it. The wounds he received from Josuke are serious. He can't recover from that. But that rock human's ability is definitely still alive. His wonder of you. If you take his invitation, calamities will immediately attack you. You'll be on the one-way ticket to hell. Quite literally. Yoshikata Kato-san. I know the rumors of your past. 15 years ago, you killed some obnoxious boy for your eldest son Jobin's sake. Even though you atoned for your crime in prison, your husband Norisuke still will not give you forgiveness. Even though you did not, even if you did it out of love. So what sort of memories do you have left now? Only of cruelty. There we go. Only of cruelty. None of the dreams Jobin held when he was alive were ever realized. It's just kind of like, fuck. God damn it. Oh no, she did it. Ah. Oh. No, don't Kato-san. Space trucking can hide things in space between a card and another card. It may appear to be crushed, but they're just hidden. Ugh, you shouldn't be attacking him. Run or some calamity will come. You got to get away from here now. Oh shit. The head doctor, he's here. You got to get away from him, Kato-san. Get away from him right now. How's this? Aren't I close? How do you feel? Do you want to touch me? I don't intend on attacking you. Right now I just use those cards to keep your arms and legs from moving and keeping you pinned to the floor. Right now I am explaining for your sake about the contents of my stand ability. That Neurotica, I heard about how its branch was grafted onto the potted plant for my son Jobin. I already know about it. I know it can fully heal injuries, though equivalent exchange. Through equivalent exchange. She has no will to attack. Yoshikata Kato, could it be you have some other aim? A different goal from the one I'm talking about? Why did you show yourself here in this garage in the first place? Why did you come here? Goal? My goal is already decided. I decided what I'm going to do. Before that, I'm just gauging something. I'm gauging which way we're going to go. Kato-san! Yoshikata Kato, your stand. You have something between the cards. Just stand, don't you? What do you have in there? Oh shit! Ah, damn it! Jobin, come here. Let me help you with those cuffs. It's best boy. Turn your sleeve this way. Dear, there's something bothering you, isn't there? There's something you can't make a decision about. Huh? No. Hey Jobin, pull yourself together. Don't be hesitant. Can you really enjoy a summer vacation like that? Come now, your mother knows. Save your whimpers for later. For now, tell your mum what you're hiding. There is something no one else knows about. I'm sure of it. Right now, anyway. I'm sure before long, someone's going to come. Enemy will come to us. Miyama stag beetle, the one on the top shelf. Until last night, it had a broken mandible. Until this morning, that right mandible was broken to pieces. I'm certain it had no right mandible. Mandible? Mum, please look. At what's inside this top shelf compartment. The Hercules was in there with it. Oh shit. The broken lost Miyama's mandible was replaced. It's been healed. And the face of what was once a healthy Hercules has part of it missing. It performed an exchange with Miyagi's mandible on the cellular level. In other words, by exchanging it for the Miyagi's mandible, Hercules' face ended up like this. Jobin, is this? Look at the lower shelf. Oh shit. You have branches growing your lower shelf. So now on the shelf above it, are you telling me that this potted plant, these branches are, this is the god damn it, this is the thing that Mamazuki Arai, Josuke, everyone else is after. Got my hands on it during the orchard fire and hid it here. It's the graft, one of the new it's the graft of the new mum. It's likely this Miyama stag beetle sucked up some of the sap from the skin of the branch that had been jutting out on the lower shelf. That's how this injured mandible was fixed. It performed an equivalent exchange. It just happened to do an exchange with the healthy Hercules that was in the same shelf. The grafting was a success. New Rokuka? Grafting? It's crazy shit. Some crazy shit. I can't keep it in here in this cabinet any longer. I want to hide it somewhere safer. Where do you think it would be best? If we attempted to bring it outside, I'm sure we'd get found out. The branches. Ah, Jobin, I'd like to clarify what you just said. It's a equivalent exchange. You got your hands on the Nyoka branch and grafted it, yes? That's right, Mum, and it succeeded. The Miyagi stag beetle's injury is all better. What about the fruit? Shouldn't it be a fruit growing from the Nyoka branch? That's still to come. We've got a branch that's all we need. Once it grows, we'll get our hands on the fruit and seeds as well. This fire you mentioned, this is the fire in the orchard. Yes, that's right. Everyone else thinks the branch was the lost in the fire. I can't let them know it wasn't. I'm certain it looked like this person named Poor Tom had the branch with him, and he's dead now. Poor Tom's dead. And there are enemies out there but there are enemies out there that aren't. And I'm sure those enemies will eventually come to this house to look for the branch. They'll come to where I am. So let me ask one more time. You obtained this branch alone? Mum, the truth is, there's one other person. It's me and Tsurugi. Tsurugi also knows about the branch and the fire. This whole event has been really hard for him. He's already 11 years old now. He might be getting to his limit. It's a good idea to be keeping this potted plant in this house. If I'm going to grow it in secret, I'd be better off hiding it somewhere else. What should I do? That's what I've been stressing about. Maybe I should tell Dad about the plant. I told you to make up your mind, didn't I, Jobin? You're going to get through this on your own. You can't let your father know about this. Absolutely not. That man's against the idea of an exchange. If I told him it's certain that the enemy would find out, he still hasn't forgiven us for what happened 15 years ago. But just until even a single fruit grows from that branch, with that fruit will secure the prosperity of our family. It goes without saying that your family's good fortune outweighs ethics. Set your mind on that. Jobin, you've done a fine job to climb as high as you have. I'm incredibly proud of you. Just a little further. Higashikata family must break the curse that has been on it since the time of our ancestors. If time comes when you want to hide a potted plant, that should suffice. For now, continue to grow in this room, Jobin. Holy shit! What is between us cards? My family's curse. And now you're on to take all of this. Holy shit! Ah! Holy shit! Oh, ah! Tsurugi-chan! What? This is Kato-san's goal. She came to the garage for Tsurugi-chan to do an equivalent exchange. It's all to break the curse. Oh fuck! It all comes full circle. And there we go. We'll do 108 in a little while, actually. This is its own stream. So I thought I'd just do a catch up with this stream. Holy fuck, that was a lot. So much shit happened in that space of time. In those 5 chapters, so much shit just transpired. It's beyond belief. But yeah, this is rivaling part 7 at this point. I must say, it took a while to get here because I always will maintain the middle part was kind of a bit eh. But then in the end, I kind of now deem it all to be worth because the actual end part of it's actually kind of fucking amazing. It's just every single chapter just does something. He's kind of like, what the fuck, Araki? How are you doing this shit? I want to know, my dude. I want to know how this is possible. What's more important is the fact that I like what it's done with how it's handling the last arc. Well, last arc question mark. Because essentially, as I during the stream, the idea is that each part leads towards the fight at the end. And I like how what they're doing here is they're taking an orthodox approach to the whole entire matter, kind of saying like, look, all this is happening because you want this to happen. You have it's the whole plot convenience of like it always has to end with them meeting together and actually them fighting. You never really ever think that sometimes it's like, what's the point of all this happening? Is there any does anything ever happen that's any good? Because as we saw in part 7, the end of Johnny Joestar didn't actually kind of end with like, oh yeah, it's all happiness and sunshine and rainbows. He lost Gyro, which is fucking depressing. I would have been like, bruh, what the fuck, man? But with that whole entire idea, we saw what happened afterwards. So, and all of that was also a causality of what actually happened beforehand. So I like how now we're kind of looking at this idea objectively, the idea of like why these things have to happen, and also the kind of redundancy of why we're fighting an enemy that if we didn't chase him, probably would never have happened. It would have been lived in peacefulness. And it kind of does, in a way, reduce the idea of what an antagonist actually truly is, because then you could attribute the idea the antagonist actually could, in theory, still be Josuke. Because Josuke is pursuing him, everyone else is pursuing him, and actually then it's causing all these things to happen. But then, as we know, there actually was a miracle that happened. Actually, then there's some things he can't account for. So they exist outside of the realms of this world. Which does make sense, because it is one of those things that sometimes, if you actually ever listen to the idea of like miracles and shit like that, they always say something that exists outside of the realms of our own world. So I like how he's actually approaching this whole entire thing. So I like when a manga actually kind of does lessen the idea to what an antagonist actually truly is, and actually why a fight should happen. Because again, it is an unorthodox manga part of JoJo, to be honest. Because let's be real, if you actually look at the entire part objectively, you can't really put it in the same league as anything else previously in JoJo, because it doesn't actually exist in the same like fabrication of existence as JoJo Part 7, 6, 5, or 3, or 2, or 1. It's really its own bubble, pardon the pun at this point. It exists in its own bubble, and I kind of feel like it's actually better because of it, because it's one of those things that it has evolved the plot. And now, going forward, if we get a part 9, we always will now objectively look at the idea of to why fights have to happen. Like, why are these things transpiring? Do they need to happen? And also kind of like how characters that we otherwise thought, oh, why aren't they here? What's going on here? Now we're all coming back for very important ideas. Granted, you could probably argue the fact that they're only here because the plot needs them to be here, but at the same time, I don't also imagine that it is one of those things that he did that way. I feel like they've always been there. This whole entire world's thriving, is alive. You always know they're somewhere in this world. So it's one of those things that it does, to a degree, actually lessen that whole entire idea, because in other mangas, characters get sidelined all the time. It's one, well, God, it was one recent I read that every single character just got sidelined until they're very important. Fruits Basket did it quite a bit as well. Until they're very important, they just come back. You're like, okay, so where they've been this entire time. But with JoJo Part 8, there's always been this idea that because the world's thriving, it's real, it's actually kind of like, you actually know where, you know the entirety of Morio. You know they've been somewhere. You know they're somewhere in this whole entire place. So it kind of lessens this idea that they're only there because of that, because the plot needs them to be there. More so, they're actually there because of something very important that actually is happening. They actually want to kind of be there. The thing with Kay, because Kay again literally was MIA and also almost written the fuck out, but then she came back. But the same thing with Kato just now. Kato actually coming back does make a lot of sense, because again, she's one of the more mysterious characters this whole entire part, and I actually have her back. I do actually wonder what to do with 108, because considering that again, it's one of those things that it is up in the air to what's actually going to happen now, because apparently it's ending. And so 108 has got to be this like catastrophic event that changes the entire course of JoJo history. I can't wait to actually see what it does do. But yeah, I mean, he has actually kind of evolved this whole entire part into something very special, and I kind of can't wait to see actually what else he does with this part, considering it's either 1 or 2 more chapters left. Can't wait, because it's one of those things that it just feels like, it just doesn't feel like anything else. It kind of reminds me a lot of like Fire Punch in that way, that it's just its own singular entity in this world, that it doesn't exist with anything else. You could otherwise associate it with a genre of manga, but it doesn't really kind of fit that genre, because it is literally its own thing. The entire thing with Josuke again using the star as well, it was kind of cool. The idea of like Kira coming back as well, kind of, and all those things. It's so cool, and it's actually one of those things that makes me kind of it makes you smile, because again, it just works in the way it actually is the flow of the actual narrative as well. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait to actually see what else this actual like part does now, because it's actually kind of won me over a lot. So yeah, about what, half an hour, 40 minutes, we might cover 108, actually see what does in theory happen, see how catastrophic this event actually truly is. So until then, I have indeed been the driver. So as always, you actually have enjoyed this whole entire show, and doing through, as always, leave a like, because it does help quite a bit. You actually have then enjoyed this whole entire show, and as always, do leave a sub as well, because both do help quite a lot. You actually have then enjoyed this whole entire show, and as always, leave a follow on Twitter or join Discord as well, because both do help quite a lot, and both will then tell you when your streams are live and any other streams to do as well. And as always, ご視聴ありがとうございます。僕のところを面白いと思ったら、いいねやチャンネル登録をお願いします。So until next time with JoJo Part 8, 108, I'll see you guys